Let me
Okay,
see.
somebody else is driving. Who's driving?
Let me see who else. Oh, Oscar.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Who's
Oh man,
that?
Oscar's not in. That's too close.
Oh, what's up, Souls?
It is I.
But Tanya decided to talk to us? Damn.
Damn.
I was working yesterday. I was low key downloading. Uploading this shit when I was watching you guys.
Mm.
I've been working a lot of
All
overtime.
right.
What's up, Profile Pod?
Subject for today.
What's up, Muñeca?
Hey, subject for today.
Orgies.
Aliens and ghosts, or what do you call it? Cryptics? Captain?
Cryptics, alien orgies, everything.
Yeah.
He said, yeah.
So,
Ha. Ha.
what?
I don't even know what you mean.
We're talking about we're gonna talk about
Aliens.
extraterrestrials and ghosts, all that stuff. All the fun
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Tell us a story.
I could only be on here for a little bit. What's up, Tony?
What?
I could only be here for a little bit. So I'll hang out with you guys for a tiny bit.
Go ahead,
got
tell us a
scared.
story, dude. What the heck? Hey, so
She
you
got
coming
scared.
Saturday?
Oh, you want me to tell you a story?
Hey, you going Saturday or
I
what?
got a lot of stories. To where?
To crickets.
Oh, to Javier's? I don't think so, because that time frame, I can't make it.
Oh,
I told him that I'll try, but I don't know.
all right, because we're going to meet up at 3, so if we're either going to do a vista or we're going to do some skits as we're working on to put it together.
I'll let you know, because like, I'm tied up at the time. I'm tied up during the day,
Uh-huh.
around the afternoon time. I don't know get there by even 5.
No, but we're going to be there at 3 to work on our... The day rooms at 5. We're going to film at 3. So...
All right, I'll let you know, because I'm busy during the day. That's what I'm saying.
We know you already said it. Somebody's signing you up. Go ahead. Tell us the story, dude. Go. You got to be there for a little bit. Go.
Lucky since you brought up.
Huh?
Let's go. You.
What are you doing, Tati?
No, I'm feeding my daughter. I'm feeding my daughter, so I want to listen to a ghost story while you.
Oh.
Yeah, go ahead. You're first.
Ladies first.
You're first.
Who else is on here? Just us 3? It's just us 3.
For right now.
So what? That's how we started the other day.
But,
That's how we started.
Yeah, so
I need to look like a ghost.
What you know about the Skinwalker Ranch?
Oh,
Hello there.
Skinwalker Ranch. Alien orgies.
I'll tell you a ghost story.
Yeah, go ahead.
From South Central LA.
All right.
Oh, you're gonna talk about the crackheads?
All right, look. About
You
what?
gonna talk about the crackheads?
Go ahead.
All right, so the reason why I believe in ghosts is because of the fact that when I used to live in South Central LA, and it was an apartment, there was 4 apartments, so 2 upstairs, 2 downstairs, right? And we lived on the second one, which is downstairs. And me and my brother, we shared a bedroom, and the light switch kept turning off. And that shit freaked me out, because I was like, "Did you see the light turn off?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Who did it?" He's like, "I don't know." And I'm like, "There must be something in this apartment." Well, it kept on turning off and on. Sometimes, like during the day, during the night. And
shit.
it was going on for probably like 2 weeks. And that shit kept on turning off. So we knew there was a ghost somewhere. We knew there had to be a ghost. What's up, Dream?
What's up? What's up?
What up?
And so anyways, so my sister lived upstairs. Okay, so the whole apartment was basically like family and shit, right? My sister lived upstairs in number 3. My other sister lived in number 1, and I lived in number 2 with my brother. And my sister had 3 kids at the time. Well, anyways, those 3 kids, they would fucking run around, jump around, and we would always hear them up and down the stairs. And that day, they was running around, a bunch of people, like all these like, and we fucking broom, and we'd be like, "Shut the fuck up there! Like, what the heck? Shut up!" and then they'll stop. And then they did it again. They start running around again. And then my brother's like, just go upstairs and tell them what the fuck, you know, like maybe my sister left them by themselves and they're just running amok up there. So I ran up there and I'm like, hey, shut the hell up. What are you guys doing? Nobody answered the door. Next thing you know, I went outside to see if my sister's car was there or something. Her car was gone. Basically, the whole family left. There was nobody there. So who the fuck was running around in her house?
It sounded like footsteps, or could it have been like creaky pipes?
Nah, it was like when they run around, like when kids are running around and just jumping and shit like that.
You don't think somebody might have fucking
there was nobody
broken in? Somebody might have broken in?
No, nobody broke in. So what happened was, I told my sister as soon as she got home. I told my sister, hey, you know what? Like we heard noises upstairs in your house, and then she's like, oh, I didn't want to tell you guys this because you guys, you know, we're smaller. We were like 13, and they were like already in their 20s. And she's like, we didn't want to see you guys, but somebody died in that apartment. I'm like, what? Somebody had died. I think his name was Mr. Jones or Mr. Johnson. And he had died in the apartment in number 3. So it was his spirit that was roaming around, scaring the whole apartment.
Damn.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's creepy.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That's what I'm telling you. I believe in ghosts, man. I'm telling you, I believe in ghosts. They're real.
See?
You got a ghost story, Dreams?
Yeah, Dreams.
Story.
I'm
a horror flick. It's cracking. It was good. How you guys been?
Good. By yourself, bro.
On here.
Living the dream.
The gutter dream.
Happy Wednesday, everyone.
Living the gutter dream.
What's up? You believe in ghosts or what?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't fuck with anything like that. Like aliens, ghosts, all that shit. Like I'm not gonna say I believe, but I'm not gonna fuck with it and say that it ain't real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd rather not see it. I don't want no story.
Well, I don't think nobody wants to see it, but if it comes to haunt your ass...
That's not true, because, I mean, a lot of people, you have a lot of, like, ghosts, what are they called? Like, ghost adventurers, like, on TV and everything, looking for ghosts, you know what I mean? People go to the Queen Mary.
Like, when you're not looking
people go to the Queen Mary because they say that shit's haunted. Like, I'm Gucci.
I've been wanting to go, but I'm scared at the same time. I've been wanting to go, but I'm like, nah. I'm scared.
I wasn't looking for no ghosts when I was living.
What?
You broke up.
Oh. Break up. Jamaica.
That's the ghost you're talking about, Mr. Johnson. Turn that shit off, look.
Mr. Johnson.
It's the ghost.
I'm gonna call him Mr. Johnson.
Man.
It's the ghost. She was like, don't be telling my stories.
Yeah, like, trying to get from the law. Shit.
Don't be telling my stories. What's up? What's the next move?
Should jump out?
Cracking.
Nothing like Kilo Miles. We're just, talking about cryptics and shit like that.
You guys are all broken phone. You guys are all with the Obama phone still, huh?
Shit. This fool ain't fucking where he lives over there in
it's called the ghetto.
Hey.
What happened?
The ghetto with that 2-fucking-story house and shit. Like, what the fuck?
Shit. I wish it was a 2-story.
I got a 1-story house.
This fool has a pool in their dreams.
Serio?
Motherfucker. Yeah.
It's a trash can. It's a trash can with a
yeah, he was stuck there the other day.
I live on the countryside.
Who's that?
Look who blessed us, Mr. Tacos and Workouts.
Oh shit, I didn't even recognize.
What it is.
Oh, we're chopping it up.
Yeah, man, come on. Go, Tati. The subject.
Oh yeah,
That's my view right there. Este.
Hey, you look different as
a cryptic
fuck without
thing.
the mustache and the other thing.
Yeah, man. I'm bald. I cut my mustache. I'm not wearing my hat. Look a little different today. Oh, and I'm wearing light colors. So yeah, I definitely look different today.
Oh yeah, you're always wearing black, huh?
Yep, always wearing black. Today I said, you know what? I'm gonna give it some color,
What's up,
and
nigga?
I'm wearing
Yeah.
actual colors.
What's all up
Hey,
on
so
So
this?
what's up, man?
what
We're gonna go ghost hunting or what? Kid? Yo, what's up, man?
Gee, we want to talk about ghostly experiences.
Oh, okay.
What experiences have you had,
Yeah.
Mr. Tacos?
Like,
Well, you know what? I did an episode a couple of weeks ago. It was called the Witching Hour or La Hora del Muerto or La Hora del Diablo. And it's kind of like when you experience like paranormal like demons or something like kind of like trying to possess you at night, and it usually happens like at 3 o'clock in the morning. Between 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning, it's like when you know like the paranormal experience like se pone más cabrón, and that's usually like the time where people die. You know, like when they're coming out of bars and like all this strange activity happens. So, but for
Hey, but
me,
you know the time changes. When I was a kid, it was midnight. Where it was the devil's hour. It used to be midnight. Now they changed to 3, where they call it the witching hour, right? That's what you're talking about.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that's what we're
yeah.
talking about. Yeah, man. It supposedly it has to do because it's like they saying that Jesus Christ was hung on the cross at 9 o'clock in the morning, right? And then he died at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So they're saying that the demons, the opposite of 3 o'clock in the afternoon, is 3 o'clock in the morning. So like the demons are making fun of like Christianity and saying
Yeah,
like, haha, it died. Jesus died. So that's
they call it
like a mocking. Yeah,
burlescas, algo así. That's what it's called in
yeah,
Spanish.
Simon. Yeah.
Yeah, I used
So
to hear that story.
so Martin was cracking.
Mm. Go ahead, bro.
Spence ups and keyboard to all the people.
Hey, no, but
Moving.
yeah, but look. So I used to hear that story, right? What you say. Yeah. So at 3 a.m. It's the mocking hour where the shadows and the spirits are like just like whatever you were doing in the morning. You will hear people outside or like you hear the voices of kids running around out there, and there'll be nobody out there. You know. At least that used to be like that in my country and shit. You know. Um.
yeah, it usually happens like in ranchos and like places like in Mexico or like Bakersfield, like in places like that. For some reason, it's like where it's like more like people experience more like weird stuff like that, you know?
Yeah, it's like you're trying to say like more isolated areas, like where it's
Yeah,
not like
like ranchos and stuff like that. Yeah,
Hey, look,
it's
like in
like
my country, they had this thing called like I'm from El Salvador, dude. They had this thing called la carreta chillona, right? And it was
mhm.
at nighttime. So what it was like you would hear this eerie noise at nighttime. It sounded like okay. So back then, you ever seen the bulls when they carrying those carretas? You ever seen
No.
those?
What are you
Back in
talking
the
about?
days,
Like,
back in
nah,
the days, okay, like in the old days, the horses or the bulls
oh,
or las vacas traían las carretas, they would pull them, right?
mhm.
So, and it makes that noise, and I'm telling you, will hear the noise of the wheel turn like, and it's called la carreta chillona. And whoever it caught out there, the person supposedly, right? This whoever saw it out there, or whatever house is stopped in front, like in the morning, somebody will be dead, you know. And a lot of people were scared of that thing. Like, I don't know if it's just a scare, but that thing was, it used to be crazy.
Yeah,
oh shit.
Hmm.
that's crazy, dog. Yeah, but that's the only thing close to like paranormal that I experienced, man. It like I try not to concentrate too much time on that,
Ah,
because it's like, nah, chale, dog. You know, like the more you concentrate on that, the more like it kind of like the negative stuff's around you, you know. But it's interesting. I like talking about it.
You think it's all in your mind though? You think
It's
you
just
think
like
your
watching
It
mind?
a
could
scary
be.
movie. It's just like watching a scary movie. You like that spook inside, you know, like it's creep you out for a little bit, you know. Like, that's all. That's it. Do you
But
think that's all in your mind? Go ahead, Taco.
I think what was it? Was it you, Love Machine, that said that there's like a place in Tijuana that you could go. It's like a museum or something.
Yeah, it's the Casa del Diablo. I seen that one. I think it was on TikTok or something like that, where they're showing like the outside they did it make it look all super scary, and then on the inside they got haunted objects and shit like that.
Yeah.
It looks crazy. It's not too far from where we're at, man. I wouldn't mind planning a trip to go check it out.
Yeah, man.
How, how,
It sounds something that we could do, man, for sure.
Yeah,
hey,
it's
in San
plausible.
Fernando, isn't that hill that you put your car in reverse and then and instead of going down, it goes up?
Huh?
Yeah, it's in Pasadena. I think I heard that
Eh,
is like
eh,
or it might be San Fernando that you put your car in neutral and then
Yeah,
like little kids push it up the hill.
You know what? They
yeah,
debunked that
yeah.
though.
What?
They did the show of Misterio something like something mysteries that the
Yeah,
guy put the car right in reverse and put like the talco right the talco the baby powder
Yeah.
on the car and then the car started moving and then that dude like at the end he goes it focused the camera and he like little prints that were there on the baby powder like that
no
thing was like
way.
kind of creepy.
No
Yeah,
way,
it's
for
on
real?
something mysterious like one of those old shows from like back in the 90s.
Yeah.
Something mysteries. What the fuck was that show?
Unsolved
Unsolved
mysteries or something?
Mystery. Yeah, that shit. Yeah, it's right there on
I
that
thought
show. Yeah.
I thought they figured it out though, because I thought it was
The
actually
one on Pasadena, I think they figured it out that because it's like an optical illusion. It looked like
Yeah.
it's a hill, but yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
there's a few. There's a few. There's another one in San Diego supposedly, and that one's like in a hidden place, and then right there, I think. Well, back in the 90s, they used to say that the dudes from Logan Heights used to tell us that place exists. And the what's it called? The KKK had a little like encampment right there behind the hill.
Oh shit.
You know, so
Yeah, they're
talk
saying
about
right
all
here
that.
that they said that they want to do that card thing, but they're scared.
Hey, whose Ralph are you gonna use?
that is fuck it.
We're gonna,
We'll use one. We'll use one of your
Hey.
cars, eh?
hey,
Not my car.
we're gonna get a G-Rag. We're gonna get a stolen car. Fuck that. That shit ain't gonna stick around in my truck.
That's what I'm saying. Is that, oh, we'll get a rental car.
Hey,
Take your truck, fool. See how many kids you bring back.
I'll get all kinds of tickets and shit. Hey, but there's a spot right here in San Pedro. I seen a show on YouTube where there's a haunting right here in San Pedro, dude. Where all kinds of shit will move around and shit will break. It was a lady, I think it was a lady and her kids. And I was trying to figure out what spot it was at right here in San Pedro. So to go take a spin, it's like right down the street. But man, there be some activities that, you know, in the cities. I don't think it matters where you're at. You could be in the rancho, you could be in the ghettos. If that's gonna fuck with you, it's gonna fuck with you, dude. That should be crazy.
What about the Winchester house?
I heard about that one, but
Yeah, it's the. I think it's either the Winchester house or the Cold House or whatever. But the legend goes that the lady, like, she married some one of the vatos that made like all these guns, right? And then she was having all these nightmares, and then she saw like a spirit or something, and the spirit told her, "Hey, you have to build. You gotta keep on building rooms. So we're not gonna stop fucking with you until you stop building the rooms." So this lady just kept on building rooms upon rooms upon rooms upon rooms, and it's like, so her house is full of rooms, and then eventually she died.
Hey, but that was a movie,
So
no? They did a movie on that.
no, it
it's
exists. They
it's
exist. The
it's
house
real.
exists.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
and did it? Isn't that the house that has like different like circles, triangles, and stuff like that on the windows? So supposedly that keeps
And I think
closing
it's
the
here in
triangle.
Califas somewhere.
No way.
We have to research it, and then we can bust like a trip and just go.
No
If they're close enough, and we could do it during the day, then we could just start busting them out, man. We'll take a crew, and because I like to be in my house, like like in the tarde, if it's all, I don't want to
Yeah.
be driving back at 1 o'clock in the morning,
Nah.
like hell no,
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
but if you guys want to go during the day, and we could go, we could go.
Always said during the day. Now let's go at nighttime like that they used to do. Let's roll. Fuck it. Hey,
I used to, bro. I was like,
whoever,
fuck that.
What's going on there? What's going on there, Tati?
Chilling right here, chopping it up
shit,
about
what happened
goals.
to Dream? What happened to Dreamer?
Pinche Tati, eh?
Dreamer turned into a Big D.
Oh, damn. I was
Can't be me, dog. There's only one, homie. There's only one of me, bro.
Hey, how about, like, what, we were listening to the Skinwalker Ranch, man. That thing's pretty weird.
Oh man. Hey,
What's that one?
The brujeria.
I drove by that shit. I was like maybe a couple miles away from it when I was coming from Colorado. Man, I wanted to go real bad, but I had the family with me, man. But
What's the Skinwalker Ranch? What's that?
Okay, the Skinwalker Ranch is based on true events. It had like paranormal stuff, alien stuff, like all kinds of weird stuff happening at that one ranch. So once this farmer
Chasing a cocoon.
now this farmer bought it, right? Because he does like hybrid cattle, and when he found out about this ranch, he's like, "How much you want for it?" And it was pretty cheap. So this was like, "Man, let me buy that property so I could raise my high-end cattle, like to start making money." And then he didn't notice once he bought the house, all the locks in the house had like these big bolt locks, so nothing could come in and nothing could go out. So they started like seeing like what the hell's going on. So they end up like whatever was there was moving shit around. There's this one story where you know how they have to put cattle inside these cages, right? It takes like forever to put one cattle. There's one time they seen the cattle, all three cattle were in a small ass cage, and they're like hypnotized, like they're like stuck. And then when they snapped out of it, they started like kicking and going crazy because, I mean, how the hell can you put these three cattle in this little ass fucking cage? It was crazy. They found mutilated animals on the place with no blood around them. They're just cut open with no blood, not even one single drop of blood. There's a
Chupacabra?
there was a tale where they seen this massive ass wolf. It was like about at least maybe 6 or 5 feet tall, and it got onto the ranch. So the owner started shooting at it. Nothing happened, fool. Like it just kept getting hit. It kept going back. No blood, no nothing. It just kept hitting this shit. So this fool told his nephew, "Give me a bigger gun." He got a bigger gun. A piece of meat flew off, but it wasn't bleeding. So when they finally left,
What the heck?
they finally went, and when the shit left, they went and picked up the meat, and it smelled like it was already dead. There was so much shit that happened. Like
Hey,
you gotta see that shit.
and on top of that, all right. So on top of that, there's stories like the rancher, right? 'Cause he said he was sitting down, and he seen this cloud on the sky, right? And he said that freaking cloud just opened up, and he just seen some UFOs come out like fucking crazy, right? And then he goes like, it starts like an orange glow. So he was like, fuck. And then he says a few days later, he seen two Black Ops helicopters, right? And then they were chasing the UFO into his property. Right, so the UFO came first, and he said it went inside the pound, and then the fucking helicopters got there, and they were like looking for it, and then I said they never found it, and that shit never came out. So that ranch got purchased by a millionaire, right?
Yeah.
So since I think in 1997 got purchased by a millionaire, so they could do a scientific research on it, right?
Yeah.
And then so it had been like under investigation and all that shit. but it was inconclusive because they said that whatever happened, they couldn't prove that it was either like out of the world or like they never got anything, like just whatever the things that they saw, you know. But it's a really trippy ass ranch.
Yeah, and they heard voices, fool. Like you could be sitting on the porch and you hear like two people talking in different languages, like on top of you. And they used to find like some of the tractors on top of the trees. And like, who the fuck will put a tractor on top of a tree?
What do you mean tracker?
They had like little máquinas on the fucking on the ranch, and they're like, hey, have you seen this like tractor thingy? And they kept looking for it. They couldn't find it, but next thing you know, it was on a tree. Like, how the fuck did they get up on a tree? Like they had so much shit, and then they had cameras all around, and somehow the cameras wouldn't work, or when the camera was turned a different way, shit would happen. And then when it comes back, you'd be like, yeah, you gotta watch it, man. It's on YouTube, or I think they had a film on
the History
Netflix.
Channel too.
Yeah, that shit. They said that
Tati, this was in Colorado?
No, Utah.
No, it's in Utah.
And then they say that the property that ranch is on, they believe it's on Indian burial ground. So that's why.
Yeah, okay. So that's how it started, right? I guess the story goes back to something happened about the natives that worked there, and they put a curse on the land for whoever lives there, and they put the curse of this. It's called the skinwalker. It's a bee that they, you know, like. So since then, all this shit has been happening there, you know, because it used to be on a reservation.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a reservation.
Yeah, it's a trip, because the owner said one day he sees some headlights outside of his house, so he got his gun and started walking towards the car, and that the car, instead of going backward, it started going up, and that fool started like,
no way.
Yeah, he started bugging out like, what the fuck? And he went back inside. And then he said that sometimes there be these little orbs floating around. And some seem like neutral, but then some he could feel like they're like really negative energy. And, you know, it'll make him feel sick and shit. Hey, that's just a crazy ass documentary that they got going right there, man. That's something you gotta look into, because all the shit they talk about.
They're like, that's tasting like a cool right there, eh?
And that's worse than that, because you had a little bit of like misplacements of like your wallet, your hairbrush, all around inside your house. To your dogs take off, and then there's no more tracks of the dogs. Next thing you know, they're dead. It was a lot of shit. That fool, I think, lost like 2 dogs.
Hey, how about the giants of Afghanistan? You guys heard of that?
Oh yeah.
Nah. Well, what's up with that?
What?
That's considered a cryptic tale right there.
What?
That's in Afghanistan. Tell them, Dopey, tell them.
The giants in Afghanistan?
Yeah.
Yeah, in the case in Afghanistan, supposedly that there's this the army and also the people from there, they've been fighting these giants over there. But they're like I guess they talk a different that old language. What's it called?
Hebrew.
Big T,
Hebrew. Hebrew.
No, older than, was it Hebrew? Like, no, I think.
The Hebrew.
I think it was Hebrew or something like that.
But they talk that old language,
Yeah.
right? And like these fools, they eat people, like they hate humans, like us. You know, like there's a creepypasta in these motherfuckers where the fool's like, oh, I hate you because I hate him who makes you in his image. You know, like, and I guess those are the giants they talk in the Bible that they're talking about. Big D.
Yeah, that's stuff right there.
So these fools, they
go
have
ahead,
like,
my bad.
These fools, they had their what's it called, their armory from like fucking back then. They have like spears and all that shit they be finding there. But that's just like fucking covered up, you know. But there's a lot of armies that talk about that, or that come and they talk about it. But there's a lot of army fools that have fought over there, that they come back and they talk about that shit, you know?
Yeah. That stuff I do believe in, bro. And I actually believe that there was giants back in the days, because there does say, like in the Bible, you got to remember, if you guys know the story of David and Goliath, you know, when he fought when he fought Goliath, and that's when it talks about you know, the city of Golith. There's a city over there in that part of the world. It's called Golith or Golith or something like that.
Talk about
So there
Golita.
was giant. Galeria or something, bro, you know, but in that part of the world, I do believe that there was giants in the past days, but they all just got slaughtered, bro, you know.
No,
For whatever reason, one way or another, they got killed.
They're still living in caves, like
yeah, in caves. They have a whole system like cities and caves that they don't really know where a fucking leads to.
Right. You know, and it's well, it's pretty evident. I mean, like I said, bro, it's just, you know, if you know, if you look at that, everybody says like, hey, dog, like how do the pyramids get built, right? That's what they say. A lot of people say, oh, you know, it was the aliens or this and that. Bro, I got a family member, right, that have in-laws, you know, and they build those oil and those water domes, you know what I mean? Those big old domes and stuff like that, where they hold like 3,600,000 gallons of water and oil and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And they were telling me that they had to pick it up by hand. And I was like, how in the hell you guys pick it up by hand, bro? You know what I mean? Like, that shit's heavy. And he goes, you know what? If you put 30 or 40 mofos all together, they could pick up the whole thing. And I was just like, damn. So it makes me think like back in the days, bro, how people say that, oh, the pyramids were built like this. Nah, dog, you put 1,000 freaking Mexicanos, dog, or whatever behind the wheel, bro. They're gonna move it, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So it's kind of hard for me to believe that. I believe in all that manpower and all that stuff. You know, everything's all manpower, bro. If you get like, if it was us 4, dog, us 5, or another gente maybe, and there was a car that was burning or a car that was flipped over, a little, just say a little bug. You know what I mean? A little beetle. I'm pretty sure we could, us 3, us 4, us 5, us 6 could flip it over, bro. You know what I mean? It's manpower, big dog. Horse, you know, that's why they perpetrate like how they say horsepower. You know, hey, it's horsepower, dog. They're using horses as an example. You know how they use the Mustang. Hey, it has this much horsepower, dog. You know, everything's affiliated with something that's already here. And then that's what, like, you know, all that stuff. That's what I believe in, dog. You know, I do believe there was giants back in the days.
Yeah, but you know, like these guys, you know, like the army guys that went fought over there, they come back with these stories, you know. Like, I mean, they're crazy. Again, you know, they're like cryptids, they're things, you know. How about you, Taco? The workout? Never hear anything like that?
Nah, man, this is the first I hear about it, man. I never heard about like like the same thing as my friend right here talking about David and Goliath, but like it's recent. Nah, man. The only 2 people that I seen that are kind of like big that come from like that side, they came out in wrestling. It was called like the Big Khali and some other vato. I forget who. And those motherfuckers were big, right?
Bro.
Those were like
Shaquille O'Neal, bro. You know what I mean? Shit.
Hey, I'm sorry. Do you know Big D? Big D, you know him?
Huh?
Do you know the homie from Tacos and Workout?
Yeah, no, that was my first time. Right, well, it was nice meeting you, dog. No disrespect, bro.
Yeah, I apologize.
Yeah, no disrespect, you know, bro.
Oh yeah.
No, I see this.
Yeah.
Okay, nice to meet you.
Informalities right now, but yeah.
Yeah,
I get it.
But peace in the Middle East.
AKA the chaplain. That's him.
The chaplain, dog. Hey, I'm not perfect. I'm far from that, bro. You know, just far from that, man.
Hey,
I just have a faith and a belief. That's it.
Those giants, dude. Like when you hear the stories on how they describe them, they're like 15 feet tall. They got like two rows of teeth, and they're some massive dudes. And they said that they carry some heavy ass spears that at least 2 or 3 guys were trying to pick up a spear, they couldn't pick it up. That's how strong these fools were, man. And like, cause they even talk about how there's caves that the government owns and shit like that, where if you get too close, it throws out like a vibration that won't allow you to go in these caves. But that's like, you know, neither here nor there. But in Afghanistan, you gotta start thinking like they've been roaming those caves for thousands of years. They have to have some kind of system where, you know what I mean, they live, they could go down and shit like that. You know, but
right.
That's just crazy.
That part of the world has a lot of history, bro. You know what I mean? When it comes to religion, first population, on that side, like from Asia all the way, like this world over here. You know, we call it the New World. It's not the New World, bro, because, you know, the Aztecs, the Mayans, the Indians were here already, bro. You know, all the Aztecas, they were here. It was just a new world because this world wasn't discovered, man. And that's what's crazy about, you know, history, bro. It's just that, you know, like the British, bro, they conquered, like,
it wasn't discovered by the Europeans or Spaniards, but the Vikings were here already.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Indians were already here, dog. You know, they were already here, and there was already. But the way they perpetrated, you know, how they like you guys were saying earlier, you know, how history in the book, you know what I mean, how they rewrite it. You know, America, they're just talking about America and the history of America, bro. But as far as the history as mankind, this place was already, like they say, why was there pyramids not only over here, but in Egypt? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like, you know, it's crazy. It's
well, you know what, the pyramids is that why are they aligned with the what's it called, the 3 stars? They're up in the sky.
You know, they discovered
the three stars.
They discovered some.
I think it's Orion's belt. No, I think they align with Orion's belt. I think those are the 3 stars.
Yeah, the astrology, the 3 stars of Orion.
Yeah, the 3 stars. The pyramids align with those.
I don't know, dog. I got 3 dots on me, but I don't got 3 stars.
You got the 3 pyramids.
You got 3.
They're right there.
3 dots, dog. They look like a pyramid too, dog. They look like a pyramid.
Oh, yeah, they're right there, dog.
It looks like from Domino's Pizza.
You know what the 3 dots stand for, right? The 3 dots, the love machine, dog. You know what I'm saying? That's what
ya va a empezar este güey. Ya va a empezar, Tati.
The love machine, homie. You know, Tati,
go ahead.
Tati.
Hey, go ahead. Let out your joke. Let out the gay joke, dog. Go ahead. Let's get it over with.
You know, oh God, I gotta pray for myself now, Lord. You know, I get around these guys and man, forgive me.
Fucking
You know?
tacos and workouts.
I know, tacos and workouts, man. What's going on, bro? What's happening?
You know, Miles, man, just dropping in, you know, participating with the homies channel, man. You know, they've been on my channel. You know, they came in and we did an episode, and it was an awesome episode. So the homies called me up.
Yeah, we're a little hater at dog. I got to talk to that about the way. You know what I mean? Little hater. Next time you see him, tell him Big D wants to talk to me.
Simon, man, I'll let him know, man. I think he's modeling right now for Bow Down Clothing, man. Yeah, he did a little photo shoot. Bow Down Clothing.
Bend over clothing?
No, it's Bow Down.
He had to. He couldn't hold it in. Look.
Yeah.
My bad, dog. Bow Down Clothing, dog.
Yeah, man.
Bow Down Clothing. That's pretty cool, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I'll let them know that you said what's up, man. The next time you guys could interact, you know?
Yeah, little hater, dog.
Hey, I'm reading this comment.
Go ahead.
Liliana goes, I do believe there's a lot of stuff out there because they won't tell us because people will go crazy. Example, look when COVID-19 hit, people stopped working, took a lot of toilet paper and went. You know what? I don't think they're going to go that crazy now because I think we've basically seen everything already. When the COVID-19 hit, they were just trying to brace themselves, get extra toilet paper, extra stuff like that. But I think there's already like different governments in different parts of the world that are like releasing videos of aliens and shit like that they chased. They got somebody in the army that was a sailor, I think, and he was on a boat, and he said that he seen something shoot up from the water and go to the sky. And then, you know, he was so like tripped out about it, he stayed there all night until that shit shot back into the water. Now, what kind of shit is that?
Oh, you know what? I do have something of an odd story regarding like something similar to what you said. I used to take a lot of pictures, and I got contracted to go to Bakersfield. I would get like, hey man, we have a job over you in Bakersfield, so I would drive to Bakersfield. One time, I went with my buddy, and we were like taking pictures of a wedding. When we're coming back, right on that freeway, I forget, it's in the middle of the night. We saw reverse lightning. If that makes any sense.
The 5 freeway.
I think it's a 5. Yeah, Bakersfield.
The 5 or Dopey. What is it? The 99 or what is it? The 99.
The 99 keeps going forward, but the 5 takes you like over the. It takes you over the what's it called? The shit. The mountain,
yeah, because I got a prima that lives. Yeah, I got a prima that lives in I got a prima that lives in Bakersfield. It's off the 99, I think, or I forgot the 90 something.
Yeah,
no,
so
it is the 99. It just splits to the 5.
So we were coming back, right? And it was like fucking like maybe like midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning, right? Because we didn't want to crash. Like, let's just go back to LA. Let's go. And he's like, you down? I'm like, yeah, let's go. And I'm driving, right? And suddenly we saw like a green lightning come from the bottom, like as we're driving through the freeway, and it goes up. It shoots up, and me and him like, did you see that? Like, yeah. Did you see that? And I'm like, yeah. And we're like, what the fuck was that? And we saw it, but we didn't believe that we saw it. And it's like, so right now when you guys were saying about that lightning, yeah, I've seen it firsthand in Bakersfield. I've only seen that once, and till this day I have no idea what the fuck it was.
I mean, what's up, fool? my only problem, dog, like with aliens, bro, if they do exist, is why in the frig haven't they exposed themselves, dog? They got so much technology, dog. They go here and there. They're freaking their car has like freaking like their alien ships has 100,000 horsepower in their ships, and all that stuff. And why haven't we physically, seen one landed? All that stuff, bro. What are they hiding, dog? If there was aliens out there, what are they hiding, dog?
You don't think they see us, right? They're so smart. They have all this technology, like you said, right? Because they do. If they came across the galaxy or whatever. But why did they come see us? Be like, these motherfuckers are trying to fucking blast each other. They're over here killing each other. Why the fuck would you want to get? Why would you want to take part of that?
Yeah, dog. I mean, but why would you expose yourself, though, dog? You know what I mean?
Because you want to get caught up in the mix. You don't want to get caught up in the mix. So it's like, fuck it, let's study these motherfuckers because they're still fucking using fucking fossil fuel as fucking gas and all that shit. Like they're probably just looking at us like fucking like a science project.
Oh yeah, they say they study us. Like they'll grab people that have been abducted and shit like that. Like because they got a lot of people that got abducted and they return them back. But what about that movie Fire in the Sky? You guys ever seen the movie Fire in the Sky?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
let me see. Tati, did you get abducted, homie?
I had to probe them. I had to give them a shot. Show them I was really good.
What kind of procedures were they doing, homie? Can you let us know?
If you bend over, I'll show you.
Because most of the time, if you hear these stories, Tati, if you hear these stories all the time, they're doing.